Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Now today's video is going to be a Q&A about basically my house. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me your questions, any questions that you may have about my house, since I had the house tour go up a few weeks back. I will leave the tour here just in case you missed it, but yeah, so it's going to be a Q&A video on all of the questions that you guys have asked me concerning my home. If you would love to hear the answers to this question, then please keep on watching, don't go anywhere, okay? So the very first question is, your home is so spacious, how much was the rent? I think I shied away from answering this question when I had like a mini Q&A when I first moved here, but I'll just say it, okay? I'll give you guys like a range. It's a 3-bedroom apartment and it's slightly lower, it's slightly below 2 million naira a year per annum. I'll figure out how much that is in dollars in case you are outside the country. So yeah, it is between 1.5 million and 2 million naira. Between that is in that range, and to be honest, it's even quite fair for a 3-bedroom apartment in Abuja, because you guys know how expensive rents can be in Abuja. So I feel like for a 3-bedroom apartment in a good enough location, the price is okay. The next one, what location is your house? This is a bit intrusive, don't you think? I think it's quite intrusive, especially because for the fact that we put up our lives here on YouTube does not mean that we are not entitled to some sort of privacy, and I feel like mentioning the location where I live is just divulging too much information. So no, I will not be saying exactly where the location of my house is. If you are watching and you know where I live, or you know the location of where I live, maybe you've run into me somewhere around, please just keep mute. No divulging locations here, okay? But I feel like it's a good enough location to live here in Abuja. So yeah. The next question, are your plants live or artificial? Majority of my plants at home are live plants, and I made sure to buy strictly indoor plants. There was no point buying an outdoor plant for indoors. Does it make sense? There was no point buying a plant that can only survive outdoors for indoors. It makes no sense. So I made sure to buy strictly indoor plants for inside my home, and then the ones outside are strictly outdoor plants. I do have a couple of artificial plants here and there, like on my TV console, my kitchen counter, and the stairway. There are some artificial plants, but for the bulk of it, mainly most of my plants are live plants, okay? How did you shop for your decor pieces on Shein? Really simple. I shop on Shein using my dollar card. I've said that countless times. I shop using my dollar card. I'm not sure if you can actually use a Naira card to shop on Shein. I've heard people say that they have problems shopping on Shein with Naira cards, but I use my dollar card to shop on Shein, and it got to my doorstep. I didn't have to pay any customs duty or anything like that. The next questions, how do you maintain the white walls with a toddler? Initially when we first moved here, our walls were painted with emulsion paints. That's those ones that have like a rough surface, so it was quite easy to stain and you cannot clean them. So eventually, if you've been watching my videos, I did some repainting at some point, and I repainted using satin paint, the one that you can clean easily. So I guess that's how I maintain white walls, because trust me guys, Mia runs crayons over the walls sometimes, but thankfully it's satin paint right now, so they are easily cleanable. After some time, I probably would repaint again. Maybe after about 2-3 years again, I would just run paint all over again. But yeah, for the meantime, that's how I maintain my white walls. Do you intend to go into interior decoration? People have asked me this question since I put up my house tour. If you watched that video and you commented that I'm doing a very awesome job with decorating my house, thank you so much. But I haven't really given it an actual serious thoughts about going into interior decor. I think that's like a whole different niche and ball game of business entirely that I am not prepared for, in quotes. But since you guys think that I have an eye for stuff like that, I just might consider it. Let's just see how it goes. But yeah, I might start small and then see how it goes, okay? Your photo frames are lovely. Who does your photo frames? For the bulk of our pictures that have been framed at home, Jesse does that. Obviously, he's a photographer by night. So yes, he does most of our photo frames. The rest probably gifted. Even some of the ones that we have like inscriptions on them, we actually did them ourselves. You know, we went to the internet, got like nice quotes stroke inscriptions printed and enlarged. So he does most of that. In case you don't know, he's a photographer, and I will leave his handle on the screen in case you want stuff like that, photo frames, family shoots, anything at all. He's your plug, trust me. Okay, there is still a big space in your living room. Do you intend filling it up? Yes, actually we intend filling it up. We intend to get like single chairs, like 2 single chairs. It's really cute single chairs, and we want to get them in a teal color so that we don't have too much gray, white, black going on in our living room. We want to get it in like teal, just to have that extra pop of color in the living room. Yeah, we're working on doing that probably very, very soon, hopefully before the year runs out. We should be able to have gotten those chairs. So yes, I do have plans of filling up that space in my living room, even though quite honestly I like that space the way it is. I won't even lie, I love the whole extra space there, but hubby is insisting on getting extra 2 single chairs soon. No wahala. Okay, this one is not house related. I love your content and camera quality. What do you use for editing? Premiere Pro? No, I don't use Premiere Pro. I use iMovie and I use Final Cut Pro. What was expensive that shocked you or you expected to be cheap? What was expensive? To be honest, guys, since I moved to this place, I didn't really do a lot of buying of new things. You guys would have seen in that video that I, made the things that we had to work, and yeah, I didn't really do new things like that, apart from my shoe rack and other things which were quite affordable to me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I did in my house that was extremely expensive that I was thinking would be cheaper. No, I don't think so. What guided your picking a color scheme? Content creation. Okay, content creation was the main reason why I wanted my house to be mainly white with pops of gray and black, because that is the aesthetic color. That's what makes your content look clean and everything. So yeah, that was actually the driving force to creating my house or making my house to look a certain way. It was content creation. It was my job. I couldn't have a house that had blue walls or green walls or yellow walls. It wouldn't have made sense to me. I wanted something clean and aesthetic, and that's what I got. How do you keep your life plants alive? Mine keeps dying after some time. I keep my life plants alive by doing what I should do. The thing that can easily kill life plants is underwatering or overwatering or pests, right? Either of those 3 things. And initially I did have 1 or 2 plants that died, because in my corridor I used to have a rubber plant, and then on the other side here I used to have one other plant. I can't remember the name right now, but they died. They did not survive because those were like one of my first life plants, and I was overwatering them without knowing. Right in the corridor here, in the inner corridor, not as much light comes into the house through that place, not as much heat to absorb the moisture. So I was overwatering, and there was nowhere for all that water to go to, and it led to root rot, and then the plants died. And then again, you cannot underwater, because if you underwater your plant, they will still die. So you have to find a balance, find what works for your plants, and try to get plants that have very low maintenance. I feel like that would also help. For my indoor plants, I water them maybe like once a week or once in maybe 8 days. And by watering, I don't mean soaking your plants with water, just to wet the soil. Basically, you can't be soaking your plants with water, they will die. So just wet your soil, just make sure that the soil is wet. That's it. You don't have to overwater it. And then for my outdoor plants, I water them once a week, right? Once a week or twice a week, depending on how hot the weather is. Okay, I've already answered something like this. Have you considered going into interior decor? You have it in you. Thank you so much. I've already answered this. Maybe sometime soon. How do you maintain your sitting room tiles? Have the same in my sitting room. My sitting room tiles, I don't do much, to be honest. I basically make sure that it is mopped every morning. I've taught my help to always mop with bleach, very important. So in addition to like a detergent in water, we also make sure that we also add bleach into the water that we're going to be using to mop. That way it stays clean. I must say though that during Harmattan, those tiles are the hardest to maintain, because during Harmattan there's so much dust, and even if you mop in the morning, before afternoon you can see that dusty layer, but aside that, just mopping with detergent and bleach every day. Yes, I do mop my house every day. Every day is key for me. How do you maintain the white color of your walls? I just answered that. Do you speak Hausa language? Okay, this is not a home question, but no, I don't speak Hausa language. Do you mind sharing details of the furniture maker that did your vanity? I said that already in my house tour video, that my vanity space was not made literally by only the mirror that I made separately. I bought the table from its old owner, but the mirror was made by Fidel's Comfort on Instagram. I will leave the handle on the screen if I can find it, because I bought this since like late last year, over a year ago. So how did you get inspiration for your house design? Quite frankly, I didn't have like a proper Pinterest inspiration. Like I said earlier, I just wanted something that was clean and aesthetic because of my job. And yeah, that was it. My former place was always so clustered and just wasn't the best. So I knew that when I was moving house, I wanted it to look in a particular setting way, and that was literally the inspiration for my house design. The next question, no questions, I just love your content. Sending love from the UK. Mwah. I love you. I love your TV console. Please, where did you get it? Again, my TV console was refurbished. It was done by my carpenter. The drawers of the TV console were our old drawers in the old TV console, so we just refurbished it, and then the background and the folding shelves were made separately, were made newly by my carpenter. And I don't know if I should leave his contact because he proved to be very dishonest in recent times, so I probably will not recommend him anymore to anybody. But if you really insist, I probably will send you a DM with his number. Okay. Why didn't you include my favorite part of the house in the tour, the balcony, where all the magic happens? I know, guys, before I realized that we didn't film the balcony, we had finished that video, it was like a day after, and there was no hope. But my balcony doesn't really have much in it. It just has plants, guys. It's a big balcony, quite all right, but it has like plants. I have two golden palm plants there, so that's basically it. Nothing much to show in my balcony, but I'm sorry that I didn't show it in the house tour. Your home is so gorgeous. I am in love. Thank you so much. Installing that glass must have cost a lot. How much? And will you uninstall when moving? I'm guessing you're referring to my bathroom glass that we installed. Yes, it costs quite an arm and a leg. It was literally about 100,000. But will I uninstall the glass when I'm moving? Yes, I will uninstall my tin. Yes, I will carry my glass, even though where I'm going to may have glass. I will still uninstall it and sell it to somebody else, or I will sell it to whoever is going to occupy this house after we leave. Yeah, but I'm not leaving it for free for anybody, that's for sure, except maybe I'm so rich that don't need that money again. But yeah, I will gladly jejely uninstall my tin and be going. No question, really, you have a beautiful home and vibe, and I like you so much. Thank you. I like you, I love you too. Okay, where does your nanny sleep? Oh yeah, I got this question a lot, even on the house tour video. My nanny shares Mia's room with her. Obviously Mia is still too young to sleep in her room by herself. That's what I think. I know that some people have their kids sleep in their rooms alone, even younger than Mia Rose, but I feel like Mia Rose is still too young to sleep on her own, so obviously her nanny shares her bedroom with her. Alright, so that is everything. I have answered all of your questions. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed watching, leave me a comment down below, subscribe, share, give the video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.